This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, July 19th, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finesse Monitor today, we'll talk to Kendyl Stewart. She's one of the top high school swimmers in America, and she just announced that she'll be a USC Trojan starting next fall. Kendyl Stewart joins us right now in the Finesse Monitor from Carlsbad, California. Hi, Kendyl. Welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
Hi, I'm great.
You made your decision early.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't even wait for the recruiting trips?
Actually, I kind of knew what schools I was interested already, and I took unofficial visits to a few, and I had a little email contact going with a few of the coaches, so I knew a little bit before July 1st about the schools that I was interested in. And I had home visits from a few coaches, so I was familiar enough with the schools, and I didn't really feel like there was too much more that I could learn from a recruiting trip. So I felt like I had enough, info to make a good decision.
Do you know kids on a lot of the teams that you were looking into?
Yeah, I have teammates actually have 4 other teammates from my club that go to USC right now. So there's a lot of kids up there that I know love it and are doing well. So that kind of was what originally made me interested in USC, just those kids that I've all been friends with. And so, yeah.
Who was runner-up?
Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Yeah.
Well, tough to go wrong with any of those choices right now. They definitely have their programs clicking.
Definitely. Yeah, I know I would have liked it there, but USC really just was where I felt comfortable and just where my heart was set on.
Now, USC's sort of become the breaststroker haven. Not to say that they certainly don't have good flyers and other stroke swimmers as well. But what was it about the way they train or what you've seen from other swimmers that made you believe, as a 100-fly specialist, that's where I can succeed the best?
About USC, I really just loved the team, and just like I said, I knew kids that were on there, but there's also other kids that aren't from my club from like Southern California that had been to meets around, and I feel like I knew the team, but I was really impressed from when I went up there, just the way that they kind of all got along and supported each other. And the coaching staff, obviously, Dave is an amazing coach, and he's coached so many world-class athletes, and just in the short time that he's been at USC, I think like 5 years, USC, at least on the women's side, has risen in the NC2A rankings a lot. And I just feel like with the international atmosphere, with all of the like Trojan swim club athletes, and it's just like a really unique place that would be a good environment for me.
Now, as I mentioned, your 100 fly is your best event, 52.4 as a sophomore in high school. Would have gotten 7th at the NCAAs last year. Why didn't you swim it in high school this year?
Actually, there was kind of a big mix-up. I was planning on swimming it at my high school championship, but my coach kind of had a mistake and accidentally entered me in the 100 free instead. So that was kind of a little problem, but it turned out okay, and I had a good swim in 100 free, but I would have liked to swim 100 fly, so yeah.
Wait, how do you accidentally put somebody in the 100 free over the 100 fly?
I don't know. It was his first year, and I don't know. I had kind of been swimming different events the whole season at dual meets, so I don't know that he knew. I think he put me in what he thought I wanted to swim, so I was entered in 100 free and 100 back. So, yeah, but it turned out okay.
It's a good thing he didn't put you in the 500.
Yeah, but it's okay.
What do you think you could have gone this year in the 100 fly?
My goal was to break the high school record, the national one, because sophomore year I was only 100th or 2 off, so that was my goal. And I'm not going to swim senior year high school to prepare for Olympic track.
Oh, no, you missed your chance?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. That stinks.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, there's always senior year, but you're not even going to be there.
Mm-mm.
Bummer.
Yeah, but long course, being a good long course swimmer is my ultimate goal, so.
I was going to ask, because we talked to your coach at North Coast Aquatics, Jeff Pease, before this interview, and he told us that he thinks you got a legit shot to make the 2012 team. And we see a lot of kids who are good high school short course swimmers, but that doesn't necessarily mean much for long course. It's a whole different animal. Do you feel as comfortable in a long course pool as you do short course?
I like long course better. I think part of it's because our club focuses on it a lot more. My coach just really just loves long course, and I think that's kind of rubbed off on me. But I'm really excited for next summer, and I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself. I went to Olympic trials last time when I was 13, and I kind of experienced it. And this year I'm just gonna not put so much pressure on myself, enjoy it, and my goal is to make top 8 finals and race as fast as I can. And I think I have a shot, but I'm just gonna, just try my best. And I like long course a lot. And last year I didn't race as well as I could have, but this year I've been training a lot harder, and I feel like if I continue the way that I'm continuing now, I'll be a lot faster and hopefully race up at the top.
Well, I think that's a good mental approach. Try and keep the pressure off. I know that'll probably be more difficult if you start kind of rising in the rankings and people expect you to be in maybe that top 3 or 4 and contending for a spot. But
definitely,
hey,
yeah.
keep this approach as long as you can, I'd say, and you'll work out just fine. Your coach also said, he described your swimming this way: you have a natural feel for the water. He said he's never really seen something like it, where you grab the water very easily. Is that something you remember from being as a kid, or is that something, as a 16-year-old that you even kind of know what he's talking about, or you're just out there swimming?
I've always loved swimming. I never really started off as something like my parents said, you're going to be on a swim team. They kind of put me into it for safety. I live 2 minutes from the ocean, and it's just something that they felt like I needed to do, but I loved it, and it turned out I was pretty good at it, and I picked it up fast. And I don't know, I don't think it's really something that I noticed, but I do love swimming, and I do it because it's fun for me and I enjoy it. But it's good to be good at something that you love doing, that's for sure.
Kendyl, we got the World Championships coming up. Who is another butterflyer that you love watching?
I would say Dana Vollmer. I think she's someone that I looked up to. She's an awesome swimmer, but she seems like she's really cool, really nice, really fun. Just someone that I enjoy watching.
Any predictions on who takes the women's 100 fly in Shanghai?
I don't know. I'll be watching closely, and I know a few girls on that team, girls my age that I've been on trips with and stuff, so it's going to be really exciting to watch everyone race.
May not be long until you're joining them. Kendyl, thank you very much, and congrats on the college decision.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yep, that's Kendyl Stewart joining us on the Finis Monitor from Carlsbad, California. That's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.